tell the truth. I don't blame Will Smith. He been married to Jada Pinkett and she needed a BBL 20 years ago, man. Imagine if you was married to somebody with no ass. Can you imagine that? Hold on, Reg, we live, man?
Yeah, man, we good.
Yo, what up, everybody out there? Want to thank y'all for tuning in. You might get sued in 2026. That's what everybody doing. People coming up on that bread, especially if you got money and they know you got money. That's why the best thing you can do is to play broke. Don't let nobody know you got no money. Yeah, you can afford a Lambo, but you better off pushing that Nissan Sentra. We about to talk about this, man. Will Smith is getting sued, and this dude look like he ready for the world. It's 2026, and he's still messing with them Rick James type dudes, man. He need to get him a thug, nasty, gangster, baller. That'd be too shame to say something, but he messing with the flimsiest man in the club. Look at this show.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to talk about something really important. Earlier this year, I was hired to be a performer on a major tour with somebody who is huge in the industry. So I was excited, proud of myself for getting the opportunity. Unfortunately, some things happened, and I can't get into the details of exactly what that was, because it's already a legal issue right now. But the reason why I'm speaking out about this is because getting fired or getting blamed or shamed or threatened or anything like that, simply for reporting sexual misconduct or safety threats at work, is not okay. And I know that there's a lot of other people out there who have been afraid to speak up, and I understand. And if that's you, I see you. And that's pretty much it. More updates to come soon. Thanks for listening.
I take his side, y'all, because I know for a fact that Will Smith saw him and had a sweet tooth, man. He can't help it that he flamboyant like that. He was just trying to do business. Will Smith was trying to do something else. And when homie wouldn't give him no play, that's when he went ahead and had him fired, because he wasn't willing to get jiggy with it with Will Smith, y'all. Do y'all believe this or no? It's a possibility Will Smith could be facing jail time. They're claiming he worse than Diddy. This ain't the only man he ever sexually harassed. Him and Tyler Perry be having bets going on fire. Because, hold on, man. What's going on over here in the chat, man? Where they at? Put my people on the screen, man. Yo, Shawn Pimpin', what it do, Pimpin'? I see you over there, dog. Ruth, Ray, Sophia, and Gage Core. My nigga, man. And this dude right there is in the building too. Yo, give yourselves a round of applause and thank y'all for tuning in to my video. And I really do appreciate y'all, man. But we gonna be talking about not only Will Smith ruining his legacy, but him being married to a woman for far too long. I mean, the relationship is overdue. I could see if they stayed together so the kids could have the mommy and daddy experience, but them kids grown now, so what they waiting on? There's a lot of people that's discouraged about marriage, discouraged about relationships because of Will Smith and Jada. You got all these strange men in their bedrooms. You ain't once heard nothing about no female in the mix. Or Will Smith had an entanglement with a beautiful blonde or something like that. Or some chick out there that Will Smith got too handsy with. You got these California raisin types coming out suing Will Smith. And it's not a good look for him, man, because Jada Pinkett and Will Smith was mentioned in that Alicia Keys song Unbreakable, and people thought they had the remedy and the recipe to have a long-lasting black love relationship like Remy Ma and Papoose. And even that failed. So here we are today. Will Smith in the news getting sued. Can't keep his hands to himself. And it's looking like he about to be sitting in jail with R. Kelly and Diddy. Look at this.
A violinist is suing Will Smith, claiming retaliation after he alleges that he was fired for reporting sexual harassment while on tour with Smith. Brian King Joseph filed the lawsuit in California earlier this week, accusing Smith of deliberately grooming him for sexual exploitation. Joseph says the two began spending time alone together during Smith's tour, and he says Smith allegedly told him that they had a, quote, special connection. It also details an alleged traumatic series of events, that's a quote, including Joseph finding that someone had allegedly entered his hotel room while he was not there. After reporting the incident to police, he alleges a representative for Smith accused him of lying and fired him. Smith denies these allegations. NBC News correspondent Liz Kreutz joins us now.
A love affair gone wrong, y'all. That's all this is. I promise you, man. It ain't nothing else but that. Will Smith clap them cheeks, and things went bad. And that's the risk you take when you in a committed relationship with somebody. When your news get out there and everybody hear what you've been doing, it's gonna sound extra bad because you married. But knowing Jada Pinkett, she'll go out there and defend Will Smith. She'll shut all the rumors down. She don't give a... That's what she does. She's his beard. All of this is gonna go away because Jada, his wife, is gonna come shut it down. And that's why if Diddy was married to somebody, his wife could have easily shut down all the rumors. She could have had alibis. I was with my husband. This is exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith gonna be protected for a long time. As long as he got Jada, he ain't never got to do nobody no favors. She gonna be there to defend him through thick and thin. Even though she thin, she ain't thick. She's still gonna defend him because that's what she get paid to do. This man right here just ruined his whole reputation in the entertainment business because they know he out here telling, he out here squealing. And regardless if you a man or not, and somebody squeeze them cheeks, you better not go tell. There's other ways of retaliating, which like that. Somebody squeeze your cheeks, you kick them in the balls. When they ask you why you kicked them in the balls, tell them that he squeezed your cheeks.
Oh my goodness.
He ain't playing by the rules. Look at this.
Liz, this is all new. What else are we learning about these allegations, including the alleged intrusion?
Yeah, Kate, so according to the complaint, this all happened in March of last year while the violinist was on tour with Will Smith for Smith's global tour for his latest album based on a true story. And according to the complaint, there was this intrusion at...
Nobody seen what happened because nobody was there at the damn concert, man. This is a sweet lick. You know goddamn well. Don't nobody remember that tour. It could have happened. Don't nobody know and don't nobody care. They make it seem like Will Smith was touring with Cardi B or somebody. Like Will Smith and Future and Lil Uzi Vert and all of them went on tour together. Look. I can't believe this is happening. No, I need to see details, man, about this man's tour. Did he perform getting jiggy with it at the tour? Because if he did, then he need to be suing the crowd for even showing up. Violinist on Will Smith tours files wrongful termination. I want to see the nigga on tour. Did he come out of the stage and all that? I need to see this. I'll be goddamn if I pay my money to go to a Will Smith tour. Unless he gonna slap Chris Rock again. Do that shit every night. I'll travel with the damn band if he slapped Chris Rock every night on the tour, y'all. Look at this nigga, man. This like going to see Sir Mix-a-Lot or somebody. Based on the true story tour. He hit up. This nigga was in Kawasaki. That's how you know the tour was ass. Y'all gotta let me know if y'all went to that Will Smith. It sounds funny even saying it. Y'all let me know if y'all went to that Will Smith tour. It was none but interracial couples in the house that night. I promise you. But that's Negro, you know that. Okay, we gotta move on. Y'all listening? All right.
At his Las Vegas hotel room, he came back to his hotel, he says, and found that there was no forced entry, but that someone had entered the room and left a number of items there. And according to the complaint, there was a letter, the handwritten letter that was written that said, "Brian, I'll be back, just us," with a drawn heart, and it was signed by someone who identified as Stone F. There were also wipes, a beer bottle, a red backpack, a bottle of HIV medication with another person's name on it, an earring, and hospital discharge paperwork belonging to a person that was unknown to the defendant.
Oh, he know who the fuck that was, y'all. That was the man he was with the night before Will Smith came over there, man. He ain't slick. He trying to get off. He trying to put all this shit on Will Smith and get a bag at the same time. Whoever the man was in his hotel, and that's the reason why he got fired for misconduct. He was in there doing God knows what, had all that weird in his hotel room. Somebody went up in there, saw how he was living for real, and they figured, get this AIDS bucket off the damn tour. Now I don't believe nothing that homie talking about, because it ain't like Will Smith went in there and left all that. How all that shit got in there? He just ain't trying to take no responsibility for it. I ain't buying it. Will Smith has been sued by a former violinist on his 2025 tour who alleges he was illegally fired in retaliation for reporting sexual harassment. No, that's after the fact that he got caught out there living foul. Brian King Joseph, in the lawsuit filed on Monday in California State Court, accuses the actor of predatory behavior and deliberately grooming and priming him for sexual exploitation. Well, if he knows what the hell going on, then he knew what he was involved in. And besides, he's a grown-ass man. You can't groom a grown adult for any damn thing. He can't be serious, man. Though he doesn't cite a specific incident in which Smith was involved, he brings claims against for wrongful termination, retaliation, and sexual harassment, amongst other things. Is that dude Tyrone Biggums or Tony Busby his lawyer? Because this sounds like some animated BS. In a statement, Alan Grotsky, a lawyer for Smith, called the allegations false, baseless, and reckless. He added, "They are categorically denied, and we will use all legal means available to address these claims and to ensure that the truth is brought to light." So Will Smith, he got it under wraps, man. It's just another boy out here exposing his cheeks to the industry, trying to get some sympathy like he a female or whatever, but it ain't gonna work like that. Regardless of how pretty he think his smile is, man, you snatch all that shit off and hand him a basketball, hell, he might win the championship with the Miami Heat. We don't know who he is. Look at this.
So the defendant, his name is Brian King Joseph. He then reported this to police, the hotel staff, and he also said he reported it to Smith's management team. But he claims that he was then shamed by Will Smith's management team, accused of lying, and he says he was then fired. And then shortly after he was fired, they said they were going in a different direction, but then they ended up hiring another violinist. So he is now suing for, among other things, emotional distress and economic loss. Kate.
And Liz, how are Smith and his attorney responding?
Well, they're adamantly denying all of these claims. Smith's attorney has released a statement. We can read it here. It says, "Mr. Joseph's allegations concerning my client are false, baseless, and reckless. They are categorically denied, and we will use all legal means available to address these claims."
Now that Will Smith is old, he might be moving a little sloppy like that. You just never know. When they get to a certain age, man, and them boys, they be young, and he old, and he trying to get whatever juice they got so his mojo will keep on working. They either do it with men or women, man. Some dudes like them younger females because they still supple and they got the peach fuzz on their booties or whatever. Ain't no telling what Will Smith is into, man. He see a young man playing the violin, holding that thing, stroking it, hitting all them notes. You know his mind be in the gutter. He married Jada Pinkett, for crying out loud, man. She got a mohawk, sometimes bald-headed. You ain't never seen her present herself like a classy woman, because that ain't what he want. He'll smack the shit out of him. Matter of fact, I take it all back. Willie,
Oh my goodness.
if you listening, bro, I don't want none of that smoke. Cause Chris Rock from Brooklyn, and you knocked the goddamn slice of cheese piece out his ass. Hey, them phone lines open too, man. I'm interested in hearing what y'all got to say about it because either way, Will Smith was next in line to Bill Cosby when it comes to having respect in the black community. People look at Will Smith like he a modern day Sidney Poitier. That's how significant he is in the black community. And plus he a gangster about his wife. It's a lot of ladies out there that said bloop bloop when he smacked Chris Rock. There's a lot of women out there that defended Will Smith for standing up for his wife. Even though all the other nationalities of couples, the white couples, the Asian couples, the Hispanic couples, thought that he was being belligerent, the women within our community praised Will Smith for his actions. So he ain't never got to worry about not being invited to the barbecue. They messed around and gave him a black ass card. And it could never be revoked. When you take a scrawny little punk and bitch slap him in front of America, that sticks to the hearts of some people within the ghetto. Now, I ain't saying Will Smith a saint or nothing like that, but this young man must be out his mind if he thinking that Will Smith will risk it all for his AIDS bucket booty. We heard what was going on in his hotel room. It was a nasty, sticky situation, and he trying to act like somebody planted that stuff there. Look at this, man.
Developing this morning, a lawsuit is filed against Philly native Will Smith and his team. Our Liz Crawford is live for us at the Pulse Desk this morning. She is reading through the court documents. So, Liz, what do we know so far?
Well, Jen, new information coming in overnight. A violinist who was touring with Will Smith last year is now suing him over retaliation allegations. So here's what we know. According to the lawsuit, the violinist, Brian King Joseph, says last March, while in Las Vegas for a performance, he returned to his hotel room to find random items, including a beer bottle, HIV medication, and a note that said, "Brian, I'll be back later, just us." Now, the lawsuit says the plaintiff feared that an unknown individual would soon return to his room to engage in sexual acts with plaintiff.
He was waiting on the bed, bent over for a stranger to come back in the room for his booty. He said he was waiting in the hotel for homie to, whoever it was, to come back. He left the violin by the door, hopped in the shower, shaved, put all that silky shit all over his body and got back in the bed with the door unlocked, and then got mad because Will Smith ain't coming in with his drawers on.
Oh my goodness.
What in the hell is going on, man? This stuff can't be real. They gotta be making up this news. The world can't be this zesty. Is that what's happening out here, man? We got to talk about it, people. I'm going to take a little time to talk about this. Shawn Pimpin' in the building. I don't know if you know anything about this, brother. But if you do, you're going to have to let us all know. And that go for all y'all, man. Ruth Reyes, he seemed like the type of dude that been in these type of situations. The floor is all yours, man. If you want to call in, tell us about your experience. There's men that go through stuff like this, man. Somebody playing extra D on the basketball court. Don't bounce your ass like that ball. Now you on your back. Some big Dwight Howard looking mother. Y'all been violated out there, man. Some of y'all dudes that still go to the barber shop. Got the barber pressing all up on your seat. There's men out there going through shit like this, man. I ain't never been through it. But I know a lot of y'all have. We ain't know that Will Smith was a booty goon. We figured back in the day he had the charisma, the smile, the laugh, the corniness to attract whoever he want like a magnet. But now that he older and he gangster, he starting to look like Mike Epps. He got KOs under his belt. We don't know if he the champ or he an actor. We don't know what's going on with Will Smith. I'm pretty sure he confused as well. His aura all fucked up. You got Jada Pinkett all over him. You get around him, you start smelling her funky ass. And then you don't know what to think about Will Smith. That's the world he living in. He trying to figure it out to where he could have an angle to get back in good with the public. He figure people love hip hop. Or people gonna listen to music. How about I put an album out so them niggas, next time they in the drive-thru ordering a 20-piece or whatever the case is, they could have that Big Willie playing in the background for them and their kids. He was hoping to make some barbecue music to settle back into the black community, at least have a foothold in society somewhere. But now with the news coming out about the violinist and Will Smith on the attack, and they fired him because he filed sexual harassment at the last minute when they found all that shit in his hotel room. But Will Smith and him was friendly. They was allegedly by the bar. And one thing leads to another. They sneaking out the hotel rooms and swapping rooms and shit. He's been known to be a swinger. So you can't put this type of behavior past Will Smith. But now they're going to have to figure out if it was consensual or not. It wasn't a consensual slap when he slapped Chris Rock. And we all thought that it was. We was hoping that it was planned or it was staged or it was a skit. And Chris Rock agreed to be slapped. Come to find out that wasn't the case. So it might go that way with this. You would figure somebody that flamboyant will want to be with Will Smith or want to be in the company of a millionaire celebrity. But it might be the other way around. They probably planted that shit in his room to make it seem like he was a meth head or whatever. But only time will tell.
He says once he reported the incident to Smith's team, he was fired and told he was lying about what happened. And just coming in, a statement from Will Smith's attorney saying, Mr. Joseph's allegations concerning my client are false, baseless, and reckless. They are categorically denied, and we will use all legal means available to address these claims and to ensure that the truth is brought to light. We'll bring you the latest on this. The Pulse Desk is where we track everything breaking and developing as it hits up.
They on it, man. They about to get Will Smith. He might just have to do that time. He might just have to put his head down, go in his cell, and go through it like a man. He needs to start working on his calisthenics, push-ups and squats. Because this man ain't got nothing to lose. His violin whack. He got fired from the tour. Now he about to take it upon himself to sue Will Smith, and the whole world is watching. Lil Rod is watching. All of the people that tried to sue Diddy is watching. And even if he don't get a dime, the sympathy. The next time he play at an orchestra, they gonna give him a moment of silence and put the spotlight on his ass. Because that's what Will Smith tried to take from him, allegedly. He gonna get some justice somewhere in America, man, especially with a face full of cake up. Somebody gonna write him a check. Ellen DeGeneres might reach out. Will Smith might just have to pay him a couple of bands. Jada Pinkett might pull up on this young man, open up her purse, pull out them racks, and give him the money. And when he looked through the money, it's a Tupac CD in there somewhere. Jaden Smith might have to hold that L for his father, get in the ring with this man, and let him beat his ass for his father's honor. Willow Smith might have to whip her hair back and forth and get in this nigga face about her daddy. And when he beat her ass, then they could sue him. We just gonna have to wait and see. I'm so mad at Will Smith for finding himself in this situation. He's supposed to be a better man. I thought he was a Christian. His mother should have never let him move to Bel Air. She should have let him thug it out. If they beat his ass, then they beat his ass. That way he would have learned how to fight instead of sucker punching people in front of a room full of white people. He smacked that man in front of a room full of rich white people, man. You ain't never been through nothing like that a day in your life. Chris Rock wake up, screaming and shit, sweating like Pookie in New Jack City. He traumatized for the rest of his life because of Will Smith, man. But we ain't done. Y'all thought I was done giving y'all this news. Y'all got me fucked up. K. Cartier is dead. What it do, baby? Joyce Christian, Candy Couture, Fallen Archangel, T-Tal, and everybody else watching. So much love for y'all. Shawn Pimper, what it do, pimpin'? Hey, man, I'm going to be talking about it all night because we got some insiders that's going to be calling in, some celebrities that want to give their take. I told them around 12 o'clock, 11:30, that's when they could start calling, so y'all stay tuned for that. Couple of big star names. I met a couple of people. I was in Beverly Hills last weekend, and Nia Long. I ain't even supposed to be saying their names. We're about to be getting some calls tonight, people. So all you got to do is stay tuned. It's a possibility Big Willie himself gonna be calling in to the show. Jada Pinkett be listening. She might pick up the phone after she get done washing her bald head and let y'all know what's on her mind. But you gotta stay tuned. Okay, let's keep it moving. Y'all listening? All right, here we go.
Against Will Smith, a violinist. Shocking allegations against Will Smith, a violinist who was a finalist on America's Got Talent and performed in Smith's band, is accusing the star of predatory behavior. Jim Murray has the details.
Will Smith faces serious allegations in an explosive lawsuit just filed. This violinist is accusing Smith of predatory behavior and sexual exploitation. Before filing the lawsuit, he posted this cryptic message.
Unfortunately, some things happened, and I can't get into the details of exactly what that was.
Brian Joseph King made a name for himself when he competed on America's Got Talent and dazzled the audience and judges with his incredible talent, placing as the top 3. Gave him a hug. Last year, Joseph was hired to go on tour with Will Smith and his band. Today, the violinist claims Smith told him, "You and I have such a special connection that I don't have with anyone else."
Damn, man. So he fell in love with Will Smith. He felt like he was betrayed because the connection was so strong. He thought they was gonna move on and spend the rest of their lives together. He was already having plans of moving Jada Pinkett shit out of her closet so he can put her stuff in that closet. Man, I'm trying to understand. When Will Smith tell you you got a special connection, that'll make you feel like quitting your job, man.
Oh my goodness.
And go ahead and spend everything that's in your savings, because if you got a special connection with Will Smith, then your ass basically hit the lottery. He would spend time with Will Smith, go to the bar, have a drink, go for a walk in the park, talk about life, eat a cheeseburger. eat a cheeseburger with Will Smith. And when Will Smith bite into the burger, all that shit fly out the back.
Oh my goodness.
He thought they was gonna be friends. He thought they was gonna be friends to the end, y'all. This man thought that Will Smith was gonna take care of him for the rest of his life. He was willing to be that man's dog. Like, whatever, Big Willie. He put a lisp on. He put a lisp on it. Whatever, Big Willie. He's speaking with a lisp. For Will Smith,
oh my
man.
Goodness.
That's a damn shame. What was he thinking, man? He thought that was gonna be his man. Oh my God, somebody pray for this dude. According to the complaint, Smith invited King to perform at a San Diego show in 2024 and later his global tour based on the true story and upcoming album. He says the actor told him that you and I have a special connection that I don't have with anyone else. So he was all the way in. When he was on tour with Will Smith, he thought that was his tour. Like, this is my breakthrough. He thought Will Smith did the tour so he could be the opening act. And because they got a special relationship that he ain't got with nobody else. He ain't never had a relationship with his mother, his kids, his wife. He just ain't never had that with nobody. So when he got fired, that's when he lost his motherfucking mind, man. He was baffled. He figure, he look in the mirror, got all them pimples and shit. Now I know what did it. When they went into his room, they was checking for him. They seen it was some weird activities going on around him. They was wondering if he was on crack or what's his background. Because y'all need to see this. No, it was called The Soloist. Y'all ever seen that movie, The Soloist, with Jamie Foxx or whatever? I said the violinist, look, soloist. Yeah. Them people that be playing the violin, you gotta be off in order to really play that thing right. Cause once you into it, it's into you. So you become emotional and shit like them strings. You have to be emotional in order to get that instrument to cry out to you. So just like how this motherfucker was crazy and working them chump jobs and playing the violin on the side, and every time he get a gig, he do some old insane shit to fuck it up. That's what this dude going through with Will Smith. That's what they're saying. That the violin, the instrument is haunted or something like that. So, it is what it is.
He says after he made allegations of sexual harassment to Will Smith's management team, he was fired.
Getting fired or getting blamed or shamed or threatened or anything like that, simply for reporting sexual misconduct or safety threats at work, is not okay.
Will Smith's attorney is firing back, calling the allegations false, baseless, and reckless. They are categorically denied, and we will use all legal means available to address these claims.
Well, that's what happened when you wear your sexuality on your sleeve. And I ain't saying that he right or wrong or nothing like that, but hey, straighten that shit up when you get to work. You might want to take some of that makeup off when you get up in there. People might get the wrong idea. You might want to be very, very professional. Put on the violinist costume the next time you go. That Milli Vanilli shit got everybody confused. He looked like he wanted to be everybody's lover and everybody's friend. He got the taco meat out. That's inappropriate for a man. He all silky with it. Will Smith probably thought it was party time with this guy. Every time you see him, he look like he just left a party. Or he on the way to the club or something. Like he a rock star 24/7. Put on a decent suit. And wear a dry face every now and then, man. And I ain't saying that it's his fault. Because Will Smith ain't got no business doing what they allege that he did if he did it. But come on, bro. He gonna have to tone it down. Because it shouldn't have, it's all right. You gotta be professional. Will Smith, he being professional, man. He keep a little clean cut. Little goatee situation, brush cut, Obama style. We know what time it is with Will Smith. But with this dude, we really don't know what his deal is, man. He hitting you with too many different angles. You let him figure that shit out. We can't be trying to figure it out with him. Now he's suing Will Smith. Now Will Smith got to figure it out. We don't know what the fuck going on. Will Smith might be just as confused as we confused. And if you ain't with it, you ain't with it. You shut it down at the gate. Don't wait till you get fired and talk about you ain't with it. Y'all feel me, man? I'm mad about it. Because it's looking like everybody getting sued. You might even get sued in 2026. I know you don't want to hear that or talk about that, but we live in some cutthroat times. People looking for a reason. And if they get an angle to where they could get some money out of you, best believe they gonna take it. And you would take it too. Especially if you ain't got no life. People start hoping and dreaming, start thinking about that money and where they could be and what they can do, how they gonna get their body dead. They get that money and turn around like Cinderella. Next thing you know, they were Prince Charming and all that. Money is crazy. Will Smith did a whole tour with this man. He seen the money that was going into the tour. And when they seen that funny business in his hotel room, if you ask me, that's how I feel about it. I feel like he wasn't living right on tour and they had to let him go. They found out some wild shit about their violinist guy and said, hey, we're going to have to replace him because he's too sketchy. And even if Will Smith thought he was cool when he first linked up with him, that don't mean that he was cool the whole time. You get to know somebody when you spend more time with a person. And they saw all them red flags and decided to let this man walk. But, you know, everybody a victim until it's proven or whatever. Hold on. Look at this.
As promised, Jada Pinkett Smith brought her
as Dave.
Nobody's reluctantly confirming that the relationship did indeed exist.
It's a situation that I consider private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business. Yeah. But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
During the 12-minute Red Table Talk episode, Jada sat down with Will to explain how she met August 4.5 years ago. But the friendship didn't turn into something more until she and Will were ready to call it quits.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
You know what I like about them? She black like how he black, and he black like how she black.
Oh my goodness.
They do make a nice little fit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They on the same level of black. And maybe that's what it's all about, people. Maybe you need to be with somebody that's black like how you black. Because he black like that and she black like that. Maybe you too black to be with the person that you with.
Oh my goodness.
Or maybe they too black. Hey man, sometimes it's probably best to be with somebody black like how you black. And maybe that's the reason why they stayed together for so long. Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz, they black like how each other black.
Oh my goodness.
And they still together too. Look. They black match. They got the same beige. And that's why they so damn happy together. That's what you call a real counterpart. When y'all look the part. He black like how they black like how they black, man. They black enough for each other. And he love it. And she love being kissed by her type of black. They probably sweat. They sweat smell the same.
Oh my goodness.
They be snoring the same. Okay, everything, man. They black, they gas, all that shit. The gas smell the same. She black like how he black. Like how they black. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's Negro here, no there. The chick he was with before, he wasn't feeling her like that. She was too black.
Oh my goodness.
Her black made his black feel uncomfortable, man. She made him feel corny. Like, oh, you old weak ass, light skinned bitch ass, sucker ass. He went out, he traded her in for. But that's Negro here, no there. We're going to talk about that on a whole nother video. We got to get back to what's happening with Will Smith. Y'all listening? Listen at this.
Then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game.
Hold on, wait a minute. Pause this, man. Wait 1 second, man. I gotta do some investigations. Somebody hand me the cayenne pepper. I gotta investigate. Chop up a couple of chilies and put it on the keyboard. Cause this about to be zesty. Dwayne Martin. Is that his name, Dwayne? Is that his man? And he black like they black. I told y'all. Tendonism. He black like how he black. They look like they could be brothers, man. They look like they cousins or something like that. I guess it made sense to them. Fighting over the cereal boxes like Diddy and Usher. Them sleepovers be happening way too often. Like, hey, Dwayne, what's going on down there? Some grown-ass millionaires in a bunk bed. Before you know it. Like, man, I'm tired of these bunk beds, man. I almost fell. You see me last night? I fell, man. We got to get a regular bed now. Like, get us a queen size. And you know this man squeezed his breast together when he walked in on Will Smith and Dwayne Martin.
Goodness.
He said, ooh. He was drenching with sweat. You go in the men's bathroom, he wringing his damn t-shirt over the sink. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Can you believe it? Yeah, I could see that shit, man. Cause they both look weak in the knees. They've been broken by the women they with. He was broken by Jada Pinkett, and he was broken by what's her name? Hold on, let me find this real quick. What's the lady he was with? Yeah, man. God damn. Tisha Campbell and Dwayne Martin were married for over 20 years.
Goodness.
From 96 to 2020, they recently got divorced, but went through a contentious divorce marked by accusations of long-term physical and emotional abuse by Campbell against Martin. She said that same thing about Martin. She said Martin was putting hands on her. And then if everybody putting hands on you, then what's that all about? And the man should never put hands on the woman. But come on, Tisha Campbell said she was abused against Martin, financial struggles. So they was struggling financially. They was broke. Like, we ain't got no more money. They living in the that rat infested resort, like on the Martin show. She was living like that in real life with the rat. God damn. And bankruptcy filing. So all that Hollywood work, they was they penny pinching and eating noodles and shit. They be like, come on, Tisha, we about to go out. No, not tonight. I can't do it. I got stuff to do. She couldn't afford to go out with her homegirl. Damn. Campbell eventually filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences, and later revealed that she had endured abuse for years, obtaining a restraining order against Martin. His name Martin, just like the show Martin. Man, she living La Vida Loca, man. She married to a nigga named Martin on the show with a nigga named... She ain't never gonna be able to get over Martin. She probably married him because his last name was Martin. And when she married him, she probably was lost in character or something like that. You know them people in Hollywood, they be getting lost in them characters. She probably still thinks she Gina. She got a green couch in her living room and everything. Look, she endured years of abuse, obtaining a restraining order against Martin. The divorce was finalized years later, with Campbell moving forward and speaking about starting over with their 2 sons. So now she a single mother, and he out there got Will Smith booty all on his nose.
Goodness.
He looked like he endured some smelly shit, man. Or he don't like the way she smell. He ain't feeling it, man. That ain't his flavoring right there. She probably cussed him all the way the fuck out, man. You know she did. She said, "Ooh, he wearing it on his face." Like, man, she hurt me. He looked like a wounded deer. Like, that's right, I hurt him. I ain't the one getting hurt. I'm the one hurting, motherfucker. That's how she looking. Yeah, she beat his ass a couple of times. He looked like Will Smith. You honk his nose, that nigga be like, honk.
Goodness.
Yo, people thought she was sexy on the Martin show back in the day until them HD TVs came out. When the TVs was fuzzy, people thought she was the finest thing on TV. She was a bad bitch on them big back TVs. I ain't gonna front. The HD really ruined it for a lot of people because the angle, the screen, make it look like everybody had a little dunk situation going on when they really didn't. That old school TV put a booty on any damn thing. You be watching Maury or Jerry Springer or some shit on one of them old school TVs. You be like, damn, everybody got ass. The new TVs ruined it for everybody. But that's Negro here, no there. I know y'all like, what this got to do with Will Smith and the violinist and everything? We talking about it. We working through it all. We sorting through the mail, man. We sorting through the mail. That's what's happening. Let me see what's going on with y'all. Imperfectly Imperfect said, for your information, Rags to Riches, Tisha's first show, she was a teeny boop plus talent with cheese. Okay? Hey, she been around for a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? Tisha Campbell been in the game since Little Shop of Horrors back in the day. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me all night long. Y'all remember that shit? And the plant was hungry. He was feeding the plant people and all that. Look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, y'all got him. The plant was kind of cute when it was a baby and he was feeding it and all that shit. And then it got all big. And remember the other plants was singing and he had Seymour Punk. He was like, man, if you don't bring me some more food, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm like, okay, plant, okay, I'll bring you somebody. He turned Seymour into a serial killer. Nigga said, feed me, Seymour, feed me all night long. Man, whoever thought of this shit, I don't know what the fuck. He was gonna eat that bitch. And that was Seymour's girlfriend. She had on that little silk dress. He was about to eat her, about to dip her head in some blue cheese and eat that bitch. But that's Negro here, no damn man. I want to see if I can find Tisha Campbell in the movie. Matter of fact, it was Tisha Campbell and Pam. They was both in the damn movie. You had Pam, Gene, they've been around since the damn, what's this, 86? That's before a lot of y'all was even born, man. Throwing that cat. I seen them behind the scenes, and they was real raunchy with them directors. Behind the scene. I wish I could pull it up real quick. They was sitting all on the director's laps. They couldn't control them, man. They had to call us a timeout on the set. They twerking and shit on the behind the scenes. Them boys couldn't even concentrate. There they go right there. Look, there they go, the motherfucker right there. He like, cut. They all on his ass. She put her leg up on him. Like, I'm gonna make me some money out this motherfucker. They'll tag team a nigga in a minute to get a Hollywood gig. Like, we on now. Look at the look on her face, man. She was wrong. And Pam was too. All up on that white man like that. She threw her leg up on him. What y'all doing? Ooh, nothing. I couldn't believe it. They had them humping in the rain. Remember that? They was out in the rain humping to the beat. And it was too raunchy for a children's movie. Okay, that's Negro here or there. We gonna leave it alone. I bet Will Smith. Matter of fact, I know for a fact. Look at this. Oh man, how many movies she played in with Eddie Murphy? She played in The Cut. You would have thought that was Jareen Smollett back in the day. Let me find out she related to the Smollets. Juicy Smollett auntie or something. Look, she was in all types of movies with Eddie Murphy, so you know Eddie got them cheeks. And that's what make Dwayne Martin feel small. That's what make him feel like a loser. Every time Eddie come up, they have an argument. Every time somebody say Eddie Murphy, that's when he get his feelings. But that ain't the only comedian that she was involved with. She was involved with Martin, a whole bunch of them, man. Imagine her, look at her. And another, how you keep on getting them Eddie Murphy movies. Every other Eddie Murphy movie you work with now you working with Martin. That'll drive a man insane. Dwayne Martin probably been belittled way more than Jada Pinkett did Will Smith. And that's probably how they bonded. Like, you got a belittling ass wife and I do too. And even though we successful, we not successful enough compared to the men that our wives been with or flirt with or interested in a guy. Imagine, y'all need to see this, man. Look. Now, when Jada Pinkett was doing that movie with Chris Rock, and she went out there, she had some work, because Will Smith always has some work, always a blockbuster movie. Jada Pinkett, you got Boys in the Hood, fucking whatever other movies she do, but they don't be big movies like Will Smith movie. So when she got the movie with Chris Rock, and they get back together, she come home going on and on about Chris this, Chris that, rubbing that Chris Rock shit in his face. And he probably ate that for years. He the big man. Will Smith ain't around and he working with Jada, and Will he on tour or something. Where you at? Oh, I'm with Chris, we're working on the movie. Oh, I'm staying at Chris's tonight because we were gonna wrap up the film. They did 3 movies together. So Will Smith had to eat that. And he playing daddy when Will Smith ain't around. And when Chris Rock came out there speaking on Jada Pinkett, and Will Smith was he been in his feelings, man. He's like, I dare you, man. Once he found out about their entanglement, if it was one, most likely it was an entanglement, and he felt like he was the shit. He felt like he had one up on Will Smith, and he was braggadocious about it. He probably said some shit that got back to Will Smith about Jada Pinkett that drove him crazy. And when he came out there that night thinking it was sweet, after You think you Jimmy the Cricket, you been with my wife, you bastard. He got him and slapped the shit out of that man. If August Alsina was presenting the award and he came out there stuttering and said something about Jada Pinkett, Will Smith would have did the same thing. I want to give this award to somebody that kind of look like my entanglement, Jada Pinkett Smith. Will Smith would have got up and slapped August Alsina out of the damn arena. But that's Negro here nor there, man. It got to be tough, man. It got to be tough. And you figure for you men out there in relationships and your lady been with some high profile or with some high profile guys or whatever, might make you feel small about yourself. Before you know it, you in the bed with your lookalike. You in the bed with a Dwayne Martin and everything. They've been broken. I'm pretty sure their conversations was all about healing from their marriages. That's how they bonded. They mirror each other. Like these women, they just undateable. And they went down that rabbit hole with some Hollywood industry chicks that, you know, matter of fact, let's do this. And I love Tisha Campbell, by the way. You know, and I don't mean to poke fun at her. She's famous and she deserves her respect. Now, I'm pretty sure she's been through a lot in her life. Who was I looking? Okay. Got so much love for, but damn, she was with this one too for years. And you heard about this nigga. He got his own nephew's girlfriend. He sneaky like that. I wouldn't trust him around a motherfucker thing. If I was with my lady and Damon Wayans was in the house, we leaving. Cause you can't trust him with nothing. He messed around with his nephew's girlfriend, and he said he was in love with her. He was living foul. So this would have drove me crazy. First, you all up on Martin lap, and you blowing kisses, y'all kissing all on the couch. Then later in life, now that you older and you married and you supposed to be settled in and everything, now you on this man lap. Dwayne Martin, he couldn't take it no more, man. He like, damn, that's my wife on TV with yet another man. Can you imagine? Your wife be on TV booed up with niggas. That's what she do for a living. Scene after scene. You sitting down to eat some breakfast and the wife and kids commercial come on and you see her give him a big wet juicy kiss on the lips. And you just supposed to eat that? Before you know it, you and Will Smith trying to figure it out. Like, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know. It's like, well, you know, if we're not good with them, then we probably better off with each other, man. Who knows how that goes? And like Bobby Brown said, that's their prerogative. You can't judge somebody because that's what I don't like the fact that people try to shame Will Smith. Or people like Dwayne Martin or whatever the case is. You can't try to shame these people because you never know what they're going through or what they've been through. Or you can only imagine to be the type of man that everybody likes. You know what you would have to do to be likable to everybody? You got to be willing to like everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Like Diddy, man. They said Diddy didn't give a fuck. They said he was with the father from They said he was with the father from Good Times. They said Diddy was with Al Roker. They said men, women, he don't care. He's a I don't give a fuck sexual. Look at this. Look, they got him looking sick and dirty. Y'all see that? Look at his face. And Diddy walking him to the pool house. Hey, bring your old ass in here now. Like, I'm coming, Diddy, I'm coming. Diddy get in the room. This nigga got to pull off his diapers. He got leggings, stockings. He got to pull all that shit off for Diddy. And Diddy just sitting there waiting, and mad and plugging his nose. Like, I told you to wash your ass, man. Like, some people like it funky. Like, I don't like that shit. Like, we gonna do this or what? Cause your old ass should be looking at me all night, man. Over there sitting on that couch, pot belly all out, looking at me, man. We in here now. What you trying to do, man? Matter of fact, I only got 2 minutes fooling with your old ass. Figure it out. Let me know, cause I got things I gotta do. Okay, Diddy, okay. All right, just give me a second now. Let me get it together now. Hold on, just let me get it together, okay? Hold on, wait, now I got some deodorant in my bag. I bought my toothpaste. I bought my toothbrush. Oh, wait a minute, Diddy, oh, Diddy. Allegedly, man. Oh, so y'all ain't gonna call in? It is what it is, man. I'm about to get out of here anyway. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, but I'm about to go because we ain't getting no phone calls and it's getting late. And I said all I had to say about Will Smith. And if don't nobody else want to take the stage, that's on y'all. But I'm going to answer the question. Matter of fact, it ain't no question. I'm just going to go ahead and get out of here in a second. You know, I don't think Will Smith is ever going to be able to catch a break. Not in this economy. If everybody was doing well and living their life and shit was cheap, it'd be too much circulation going on for people to be worried about what's happening with Will Smith. When people was going out every night, eating out every night, you got people trying to cook that bullshit that they can afford. Can you imagine? You got to go with the cheaper option and you got to figure out how to cook that to make it right. You got to add salt, pepper before you know it. You got high blood pressure. That's what's happening out here, man. Niggas on the budget fucking around, eat the dog food, and the dog mad, howling and growling. The dog died from depression because y'all don't fuck around and ate the dog food, talking about it tastes good with crackers. That's what people going through right now. So when you see Will Smith in the news and they talking about Diddy and all this stuff, man, it lets you know that it's hunting season. They trying to get it popping on Will Smith's bank account. And at this point, you know, he done already destroyed his legacy. It's not like if you make some allegations against Will Smith, you're going to be tarnishing his name. Or you're going to be tarnishing his reputation. The famed star, Will Smith, world-renowned and loved Will Smith, has been hit with explosive allegations. That shit, it don't hit like that. But what do hit like that is that slap that he gave Chris Rock. That's the bomb that can't be, you can't drop no bomb on Will Smith. Because he dropped bombs. Like, damn, that was loud, but it ain't as loud as that slap was. What hit harder? The news about the violinist suing Will Smith? Do this hit hard or do that slap hit hard? I think that slap hit way harder. Okay, we got more news. Y'all listening? Okay, here we go. Look.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
Yes, we know entanglement is vague as hell, but...
Oh my gosh, she was so damn wrong. So wrong, brother. So, all my fellas out there, she was so wrong. Wrong, man. Broke his spirit. Now he looking for a kindred spirit. Like, hey, man, see you over here, you know, you look kind of whacked out. You know, I've been through some shit too, you know. See you far out there. I'm going far out there too, man. Gotta be, you know. So what's going on? What's happening? You gonna go to the bar? Want to get a drink? Like, I would love to. It ain't gotta be all like that. Come on, let's be realistic. People are people, man. And that's what people gotta keep in mind when you see news like this out there. People are people. And you know, there's levels to this, but nobody's less than anybody else. It's just people are people. So as far as Will Smith and this dude right here with this retaliation, this wrongful termination, retaliation of the violence, destination.
Oh my goodness.
One in the nation. He said something when he did that, didn't he? That matters. When that old man said destination, one in the nation, about them ribs and shit falling off the bone, he made a statement about that. Oh no, it ain't even typing, man. Get my shit together. Oh shit, y'all can see my shit. Get that out of here. Nation. What's wrong with it? One in the nation. Yeah. Put that up. Oh man, we're about to get into this real quick. Hold on, what's wrong with the computer, bro? This shit broke. Hold on, what's wrong with the... Oh my God, what's wrong with the damn computer, man? Y'all broke my shit? Wait a minute. What's wrong with it? Hold on, y'all. Oh man, I don't know what's going on with the damn... Okay, we gonna have to get out of here, man, cause something going on with the movie. We ain't getting no calls, so I'm gonna just go ahead and answer the question. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. I do apologize, but you know, how long I been on here anyway? Matter of fact, I need to fix this as soon as possible, man. Let me see what I could do real quick. Okay. We rolling. We got this. This ain't nothing but a peanut, baby. I got this. Y'all stay tuned. How y'all feeling out there? Y'all all right? Okay, just checking on y'all. Y'all stay tuned. I got this. Let me get everything set up. I'm going to be here for a good little minute, man, because, you know, I'm still tripping on the fact that we made it to 2026, y'all. And I want to know how y'all feel about it. Y'all excited about 2026? Are you looking forward to this full year? Now is your chance to start fresh, man. Do you feel fresh? Did you refresh your area? Did you vacuum out your car? Did you got a new theme going for yourself? You know, I'm tripping over it, man. It's like you don't want to pick up where you left off last year, so you got to figure it out right now so your seeds can grow, man. You got to plant them now so your seeds can grow. So far, my 2026 experience comes into news about Will Smith being sued by some dude he was on tour with that was playing the violin on his tour, and something happened to the effect to where they fired him, and then he wanted to file a sexual harassment claim, and then he tried to make it sexual with Will Smith, and now he's full-blown suing. And also, it was some drug paraphernalia, some HIV tests and shit.
Oh my goodness.
In his hotel room and all this. So when I hear stuff like this, it lets me know that it's open season on a black celebrity, especially if it's a male. You know, they still got that head hunting going on. They scalping celebrities. That's what's happening. Everybody got to get low. And They figure these celebrities been sitting on their money for a long ass time, and we don't see any benefits within society of these celebrities having all this money. You figure we know they're sitting on a boatload of cash. I'm talking about they got M's in the bank just eroding. And people figure, hell, and you're not even enjoying your life. You see them in the news looking all miserable. You see them on Instagram sad. They doing they slapping each other in public, and you figure y'all millionaires, what could y'all possibly be mad about? They complaining. And before you know it, people be like, you had that money long enough. You need to come up off. Matter of fact, you grabbed my ass in 86. You know, it'd be different if you was living your best life and people see you humble, and you could have slapped somebody back in the day. They're like, well, you know, I would kill him, but, you know, he raising his kids and he's happy with his wife. But when you miserable and you voicing your frustrations and you not putting no positive energy out there to people, people figure, hell, it's open season on your ass. So when you a celebrity, I think they need to reapply the old rules of being a celebrity in the modern times. Because back in the day, a celebrity wouldn't dare let their business get out there willingly. And if it leaked, you know, you could write it off as a rumor because you ain't trying to give no exclusives. And that's what gave people the mystique of really being a celebrity, because you couldn't put nothing on them because you ain't got nothing on them. The modern celebrity, they're like the lower class of society because they've been exposed so well. According to, you know, social media or whatever, people believe whatever they want to believe. It is what it is, man. I ain't about to be stressing over it. But I feel like people don't really take sexual harassment as seriously as they should, because there should be no boundaries crossed in a professional setting. But, you know, we living in some unprofessional times. I feel like you have to be a professional with your kids. I feel like parenting should be a profession. You got to keep it professional with your kids. Y'all be smoking with your kids, be watching, listening to, you shouldn't be listening to with your kids. Y'all be doing all this stuff, which y'all unprofessional all the way around. So, you know, when it comes to boundaries and stuff like that, you gotta set them things straight. Nip that in the butt. Put that in the contract. Ain't no sleeping around on the tour. I don't give a damn if it's with a fan. If you want to sleep around, bring your husband or bring your wife. That's how we running this tour. And this is in the contract. If you break them rules, then you got to get out of here. Hey, you got to keep it professional, because people want to cry wolf when they could take advantage of the situation. But that's Negro in there. Hold on, y'all. Yo, hello. Who this is, man?
What's going on, Shawn? This is Oscar from Chicago. How you doing, brother?
Oh, man, Oscar on the phone, everybody. We over here chilling. Hey, whatever's on your mind, bro, we listening.
All I got to say is they need to bring up charges on Clive Davis, man, because he's the dude who turned all these cats out. I won't go too much in on Quincy, but turned all these cats out, and now he's 93 and he's about to die with no dirt on him, man. And he's the one who did this. All of them put Will in that first movie where he was in the bed with that dude in the first scene. I forgot the name of the movie. But, you know, I need to see something happen to Clive.
You know, see, this the thing about it. Clive Davis never got on the record and said, yo, where the hoes at? Clive Davis never got on the record and said, I want to get freaky with you. Clive Davis never put himself in the position in the public eye to be deemed as ratchet. You can't say that about none of the other celebrities that's getting caught up in the media storm. They put themselves out there like hoes.
But that's because you only see the puppet. You don't see the guy pulling the strings. You know what I mean? But I get your point too. And just one last thing I want to say. When I was 12 years old, like 91, 92, Will Smith was staying in a hotel that my family was staying in for New Year's. And I was like, Ma, we got to go up to the room and see what's up. You know, he was on Fresh Prince at that time. And his girl opened the door, man, and Will woke up after being on stage all night and sat with me and my mother and his girl on the couch with us for about a half an hour, bro. And that showed me that the guy got a big heart, man, and, you know, just, you know, I wish some of these cats at the top would get some pain, bro. That's all. And I appreciate you, Shawn, and you the man.
No doubt, no doubt. So you mean to tell me that you sat with Will Smith for a half an hour?
Yeah, that's what was crazy. So, like, basically, we were at this Marriott Suites Hotel, and my family would get together for New Year's Eve in a place where all the kids could run around and the parents could be at the bar. You know, the 90s, different time. And Will Smith was performing at the then Rosemont Horizon. That's when he was on tour for his little rap career, like that coincided with the Fresh Prince. And so I found out what room he was staying in. My mom, she's a retired Chicago police officer. So, you know, she finagled her way up there with me. And the security guard was real cool. Ice-T's brother was there and was, like, cool with my mom. So, yeah, knocked on the door. And his girl at the time, I think it's the first son's mother, super fine, opened the door. It was like 1 o'clock, and she woke Will up for us, bro. And Will woke up after performing all night and sat down with me and my mom. Maybe not a half hour, like at least 15 minutes. You know, a real good conversation with us.
He
after
got out.
Performing, he got up out of being
his hotel bed and sat with y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
So, I mean,
that's hard work. That's a good guy.
So that you know, that's always been big ups to him for that. So I felt like I had to call in and you know, put some favor on his name.
You know, we all recognize Will Smith as being a great guy back in the day. His media profile was impeccable. He just seemed like and it was genuine. You know, people could see the genuineness in Will Smith. He messed up real bad one time. You know, and before that, we never really seen him mess up like that. I figure everybody should have a chance to mess up, but it seemed like with that Chris Rock situation, a lot of people lost faith in Will Smith.
It's because he never got to be himself, man. If you're bisexual, if you're gay, dog. You know, but he came up in a time when you couldn't be open with that in the community and be accepted. Now he might be a little bit different. Who knows? But you know, it's like, you know, you could have all the money in the world and it don't mean nothing, man, without peace and serenity. And the one last thing I want to say to you, Shawn, that I find interesting is Clive Davis's name. And I figured this out myself. I never heard anybody say this. His name spelled backward is devil, and then Shiva, like the Indian god of destruction, and the letter C. I find that interesting.
Oh no, I can't unsee it. Oh no, it's bad. It's bad.
You see that?
I see it, man. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't even want to see it no more. Oh, that's awful, man. You got me. It gave me chills, man. It gave me chills. Real talk,
yeah,
man.
brother.
No doubt.
Hey, one love, brother. Happy New Year, bro. Appreciate you.
No doubt. Happy New Year, man. One love. Yo, the next time I go live, man, you definitely got to call back. We're going to holler at you later, bro.
I sure will, brother.
All right, peace out. Be good, man. No doubt, man. He got me shook over here. I never noticed that about Clive Davis. Let's be real, man. Those people gave Clive Davis way too much power. I'm talking about our people. From the Sly Stones, they praised him too much, man. From the Patti LaBelle's and look, Whatever power Clive Davis got, our people gave it to Clive. From the Alicia Keys to rest in peace to Angie Stone. They made him the man and the people's choice. He was the plug in the entertainment industry back in the day, man. He was the plug. If you want to get on, go holler at Clive. The people's choice. He looking like, I didn't ask for this, they gave me this. They had more faith in me than I had in myself. What do you want me to do? He probably was right. Feeling like they need, for the longest, man. Like, you need me and I need you, so what we're gonna do? Like, well, I guess we doing whatever it is Clive want to do, y'all. You want me to sing, then I'm gonna sing. I don't know, man. And no disrespect to my ancestors. I mean, I'm just saying. You know, don't get me started on Clive Davis. Leave that old man alone. I'm like, what do you want from me? It was a quick buck. You don't like money? I do. Like, money is money. And Patty looking like, and money is green. You know what? I don't like how they did Quincy Jones. I feel like he deserved way more praise than he received when he passed. I mean, he only got 100 Grammys. They ain't talking about doing no Quincy Jones documentary. I mean, a real one. A movie. He deserved it. Quincy Jones was around since big band and swing. That old jazz. He was playing the trumpet and stuff. Come on, man. He's a music composer. Yo, put Quincy Jones on the screen. Yeah, man. Now, this dude, they need to give him his props. More props. Because you talk about heavyweight hit makers for the longest, for centuries. Come on, man. Well, for decades, they ran the radio. Well, if it's on the radio, if it's hot, best believe they had their hands in it. These are top dogs, the OGs. They've been in it too long. And people want to say, oh, they want to blame Clive Davis, or they want to say all this weird stuff about Quincy Jones. But music as we know it has been what it's been because of these men, man. They the architects of music in its golden era. And it already had its golden era. It ain't worth a damn no more. So they really mattered when it really mattered. You know what I'm saying? Quincy Jones, he said Diddy wouldn't know a B flat if it hit him in the face. And basically saying, these kids don't know music. They don't even know how to compose a song or what instrument does what. They don't know how to, they're musicians, but they don't even know how to play instruments. That's what he was trying to say. The modern day musicians, a lot of times they don't even know how to play a damn instrument. But that's Negro here nor there. But hey, since we talking about Will Smith and we talking about Quincy Jones, oh man, we might as well just go ahead and treat it like blue cheese and ranch and some chicken wing. Look. Oh man, it don't look right. I do not like the way that look. I don't like it, man. It's pretty bad. It looked like he got plans for Will Smith. And Will Smith know he got plans. Will Smith look like he fed up, tired, can't stand this man. But for the money and for the fame, he'll stick around with Quincy. They done been to countless parties. When he first met Will Smith, it was at a pajama jammy party. And Will came running out there doing cartwheels and splits. They made him sign the deal that night. He made Will Smith promise him that he will always be his main man, daddy-o. And Will Smith said yes. Next thing you know, he in the movie, butt naked, roll around in the bed with another man. Quincy Jones behind the scenes watching, they giggling and laughing. Then he got his own show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, topping the charts for seasons, making sure that Quincy Jones was his main man, daddy-o, his main man. And then Will Smith went on to start doing movies. Quincy Jones was so proud of that man, and Jada Pinkett stepped in just so she could be his beard. Jada Pinkett liked to do what she do, but she can make a man look like a thug. Look what she did with Tupac. She made him look like a thug. And she was doing the same thing for Will Smith. He was in movies with his shirt off, standing like he was Arnold Schwarzenegger, knowing damn well he got Quincy Jones on the speed dial. He remembered them days when Jazzy Jeff would walk in the room and turn back around and throw himself out the house like Uncle Phil did it when he seen Will Smith in that room with Quincy Jones. Y'all ain't about to work me to death. I'm the hardest working man on YouTube. I swear. I'll be over here. I'll be tapping out. Every night I'm like Ric Flair. I'm tapping out. I done gave y'all so many hits over the years, man. And y'all dry like a motherfucking chicken bone with no seasoning on it. Y'all just dry. The chat shouldn't be like this, man. If somebody poured some juice in the chat. I mean, goddamn. I got all these belts, championship rings and shit. I'm glittered up. And y'all sitting in the chat like y'all listening to some dookie, man. I don't like it. Get them comments going in the chat. I'm tired of it. I want my spot back. Them damn Kai Cenats. What's the little nigga? I Show Speed. They seen what I was doing. Them little nigglets. They done ran past me and got $1 billion. And I'm over here with the mop and the broom, man. Them young whippersnappers, I can't stand it. They all on the stream, looking goofy, staring at each other, all them male groupies. All in Japan, doing backflips, barking. And they don't want to pay homage. They ought to send me $1 million tonight. Every last one of them little, I'll raise them YouTube nigga. They ain't even know how to do this, man. I'm like the Patrick Ewing of YouTube. Fucking
Oh my goodness.
Fucking Makimbe Mutombo. They try to use my material. I block their videos like, no. I've been doing this for a long time, man. OG in the game. 2026 make me a OG in the game. I'm tired of it, man. Every other day is something about a celebrity being zesty. I'm sick of it. Like, who cares? I'm happy Will Smith's zesty. That way, he could live his life. I don't give a damn. If he happy, I'm happy. Shit, he's still Big Willie. No Diddy. I ain't seen a Will Smith movie since he slapped Chris Rock, y'all. Now that I think about it, damn, I ain't seen a Will Smith movie since he slapped Chris Rock. I ain't even seen no old movies. Hell, I ain't even seen the Fresh Prince show, I don't think. Not after that slap. It just don't feel the same. But that's Negro ain't no there. Hey, the title of the video says, Will Smith is worse than Diddy. Man, I don't think Diddy is bad as people made him out to be. Just imagine, you got a hotel, rose petals, you know what I'm saying? Champagne bubbles, little candle lights, Cassie. Just imagine. He didn't do, I mean, he had some extra shit going on around there, but it ain't as bad as they said it was going to be. Where was all the other celebrities and stuff like that? I think Will Smith need to lay low for some years. He need to let this rub off. I think when they lift the ban of him at the Oscars, I think it was, when they lift that ban, that's when he need to resurface and the public see him again as an old man. The night of the ban lift, and they could hype it up. Like, it's been 10 years since the infamous slap, and tonight is the night where the Will Smith ban will be lifted. And he all gray, and him and Jada, they still together with the kids, and they sitting there, and Chris Rock come out, and then Will Smith get on stage, and they think he gonna slap him again, and then he reach over and give him a hug, and they hug it out, and they give a bow, and Will Smith apologized to Chris Rock while he on the stage, and they both old and gray, and Chris Rock start crying, and then they hug, and then they walk off the stage. He need to wait for that, and that way, all this goofy stuff won't keep happening. He got enough dough to lay low, I hope. If he don't, then, you know, it is what it is. How long I been on here, man? Okay, I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. I'm tired. Oh, this New Year kicking my ass, man. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. Get me some sleep, bro. Cold outside, raining. Oh my God. Cold and raining outside, bro. Shit, I ain't got no time for no foolishness, man. I know y'all feel the same way. When it's cold like that, you be like, man, walk with me if you want to. Cold outside, nigga. Get the beating on your chest. All my people in New York, y'all know what I'm talking about. Upstate and DC. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Chicago. Y'all listening? Step outside, beat on your chest. Get that heat in your body. Gotta keep that flame going, or else your ass gonna freeze to death. Find something to get mad about. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. And I said I don't like it. Whatever it is, man. Find something you don't like and say, you know what? I'm going to do better. Pull up next summer in the Benz. In the Benz. And look at them haters standing at the bus stop looking stank. Pull off on their ass. Come back around. Do a donut in the middle of the street while they looking. Y'all know what I'm saying. Whew. Okay, here we go. 2026. Got me on the double dutch. That's what we doing. That's how we gonna play it on YouTube. Will Smith getting sued by violinists. Now they saying he worse than Diddy. Is that what they pushing? I ain't buying it, man. I ain't buying that Will Smith is some type of freak. I ain't buying it, man. Them boys be wanting Big Willie. And he know that. All them dudes, they act right when Will Smith come around. Gangsters start putting on turtlenecks and shit. I seen it. When Will Smith come to town, that's when you bust out the gators and the turtlenecks. You act right when Big Willie come around, man. You ain't standing around with a do-rag. You might scare him off. You ain't around Will Smith with them Timberland boots looking sloppy. He gonna run in the other direction, and you know that. You better put your hair in the bang or something. Make yourself presentable. Be a decent young man for the night. Do it for Will Smith. You know that's how they be. People act accordingly. But that's Negro here, no there. Whew, boy. Shit, well, I guess I'm about to head to bed. Tonight, I'm making some changes, man. And I suggest y'all do the same thing, too. It's a cold world. You got to keep it warm. Tonight, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy me a bath. I'm going to relax. And I'm going to take a load. I'm going to listen to some old school. I'm going to put on Summertime, Will Smith. And turn it off slowly as the cringe settle in. As I soak in the Epsom salt with the candlelight. Looking for some other music besides Will Smith. So I can enjoy my night and my delight. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know what y'all going to do. But for the ladies out there listening, I'm about to go take me a bubble bath. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Let that sweat drip all down my face onto my body. And then when I get up, when I'm drying off, I'm going to be glistening. Before I dry off, I'm going to be glistening.
Oh my goodness.
Get nice and dry, all clean. Then I start with the moisturizer. Then I'll be back glistening again. Get all nice and shiny. Smelling good. Is the ladies listening, man? And then I take that cologne. One time in the middle of the chest. Bam. Ooh. I feel the brute coming on as that cologne caress my body like a man. Then I take that cologne, spray it, bam, one arm, bam, other arm. Now I got superpowers, looking all sexy. You can smell it, you can feel it. And then I take that cologne, bam, once in the back of the neck, ooh. And that's the shot that bring Mr. Cool into the room, baby. Smelling all good and shit. And then that's when I grab my drawers. Okay, I'm taking it too far. I do apologize.
Oh my goodness.
I wasn't trying to get raunchy. I'm just, trying to have some fun tonight, baby. Because I know y'all listening. It is what it is. I mean, how much more can I say about Will Smith? I mean, he still got them big ass ears. And I think that's the reason why they put Will Smith for Martin. Because we love teasing family members that got big ears. And like, he all right, look at his head, look at his ears, that nigga all right, man. You get a pass based off your ears. Like, yeah, she came up, oh, big goofy head, boy. Ain't nothing wrong with that, boy. Yeah, big ears, goofy. He ain't no harm, ain't no play, no foul. I seen his ears, man. Your ears told on you, bunny rabbit. Like, I ain't no bunny rabbit, man. The ears are dead giveaway. We love Will Smith. We loved Chris Rock too.
Oh my goodness.
Before the slap. We lost all the love, respect. I mean, god damn. But he got a lot of it from other people. I mean, Chris Rock, I feel like he did the right thing. Even though that's the right, I feel like I said the right thing. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. It's too much. I know he got to be thinking like, what the fuck, man? I pray for Chris Rock, though, because he didn't deserve that. Nobody deserves. That's what you call bullying. You know, we got to get to the bottom of this. Because I feel it in my soul to finally address this. Because I joked on Chris Rock for a long time. But I don't want to do that. I got to shed some light on this man for what he did. You know, he was in a situation to where, you know, he was being bullied. And he's a comedian. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people become comedians to avoid being bullied. And he got a show called Everybody Hates Chris. So I know he going through a mind warp right now. You know, maybe he should have named the show Everybody Loves Chris, and this probably wouldn't have happened. I feel for Chris Rock. Because at the end of the day, you know, he's a brother making it in Hollywood. Or been making it in the, you know, in the motherfucking Hollywood. Like, you wouldn't want to tarnish nothing he got going on. This put a big tarnish on Chris Rock. You know, this is the biggest event in his whole career. Unfortunately, and he done some pretty big things, but this tops it all. And people want to say that's what he amounts to, is the slap. So what Will Smith did, it was terrible what he did to this man's legacy and to his own legacy. He tarnished both of them. He damned them together over Jada. Oh my God, man. They need some therapy. But it happened, and you know, the world seen it, and going into 2026, you know, he's being sued. Like, here we go with this. And we don't know how far it's going to go or how far they're going to let it go. And it just goes to show that you got a case. You can get a case if you want to go through with it. You know, and just a little bit of notoriety can get you on the fast track to somewhere, you know, because you're piquing people's interest. And a lot of times that's what they want. They want to be on the radar, to have a forever association with a celebrity. When he got fired, he probably thought, like, damn, not only did I blow my shot, but my association with Will Smith is a bad reputation. He probably did this out of fear of being blackballed. Because he was fired. You know, you get fired from a Will Smith show, it's going to be hard for you to get a gig. Your talent agent don't know what to tell clients about you. So him getting fired probably ruined his livelihood. And it's the only way he could strike back because, you know, his dream and passion is, you know, Will Smith is a big name. You never know what people will do to, you know, save their bag. Brian King Joseph, the professional violinist who had sued Will Smith and his company for sexual harassment, alleging wrongful termination and retaliation. He already... Now, you got to take... What he doing? Sexual harassment. Alleging wrongful termination and retaliation. Well, oh man, if that man, he went through with it. He pulled the plug on it, man. I mean, he hit the start button. He decided that's what he rolling with. And now we here. He on the front page with this bullshit. And I know he had to ponder about how this is gonna play out, but I guess he figured, he gonna take a leap of faith, and he could always be remembered as the guy that sued Will Smith. Like that ever fall. Or he can get a quick settlement and move to Mexico or something. Will Smith, if Will Smith break him off for $1 million, he'll be jumping up and down for joy. Because at the end of the day, it ain't about his dignity or his feelings or his sexuality or none of that shit. It got everything to do with him getting some money. I mean, justice is justice too. And it's all right for justice to be served. But justice can be served without the money exchange. And force Will Smith to do another tour and bring him on tour to make up for what happened. What something they can figure. If this man wants some money, and I do too, and that's why I'm making the video about it. We just can't be oblivious to these things, y'all. Joseph filed a complaint at the Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles on Tuesday and everything. Look, he back. Look.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to talk about something really important. Earlier this year, I was hired to be a performer on a major tour with somebody who is huge in the industry. So I was excited, proud of myself for getting the opportunity. Unfortunately, some things happened, and I can't get into the details of exactly what that was because it's already a legal issue right now. But the reason why I'm speaking out about this is because getting fired or getting blamed or shamed or threatened or anything like that simply for reporting sexual misconduct or safety threats at work is not okay. And I know that there's a lot of other people out there who have been afraid to speak up, and I understand. And if that's you, I see you. And that's pretty much it. More updates to come soon. Thanks for listening.
He looked like he freaking out. He freaking out, man. I could see it in his face. He can't understand. He can't understand why his life don't drove him to this point. But he feel like this is the only logical way to fight back at the system, man. He trying to come up in the game. He playing it like his name Shaniqua or something like that. Like he's a girl. If this was a woman, it'd be different. A sister with a violin talking about how Will Smith one of her cookies or whatever the case is. People, and that's not a laughing matter, but people will probably be like, come on now with this shit. Or she probably gets I don't know, she probably get a bag out the damn deal. But this guy, hey man, they gonna have to get into intimate details. And I don't know if the public gonna be ready for all that. Because once it get raunchy. You're gonna have Will Smith on them thumbnails with them G-strings on, man.
Oh my goodness.
They gonna Photoshop it to life. Even if he is lying, the Photoshop and the AI gonna make it real. And before you know it, Will Smith gonna be sitting in jail like Diddy. I know Diddy thinking, I don't know what the fuck, the computer got me. Like, what you doing in here, man? Like, computer fucked me, man. That's what happened. Them gigabots. That's why Diddy sit in jail. The AI got him. Ain't that fucked up, man? I hope they put that in the history books. If Diddy got sent to jail because the AI outbodied his ass. Look. They got him with the baby oil super soaker and call it Diddy. Nigga spray that booty with nothing but baby oil. They was dropping baby oil bombs on, like the shit's just unreal. Just because he liked baby oil. Man, and threw him in jail. They played with him. It's like watching a snake play with his food and then eat the motherfucker. That's what we seen happen with Diddy. God damn, the technology landed him in jail. Take an unreal scenario and turn it into something real. People can visualize it before you know it. It becomes a religion. They got him holding somebody's hand back to the cell, drinking the baby oil like it's liquor. They got him holding the man's hand. Like, take my hand. I'll show you something you ain't never had before, Playboy. You like baby oil? Like I drink that shit in my cell. Trust me, it's the best. Wait till you feel it on your body too. Like, you're gonna be into it. Matter of fact, I got 2 bottles for you. Somebody make it make sense. Oh my God, man, I can't believe it. Hey, this is the world we living in, y'all. And how far gone are you? You know, for all my 80s babies, y'all the new granddaddies and grandmommies. It's y'all turn. How you holding on? You know what I'm saying? You gotta question yourself about that, because this technology is relatively new, and we don't know the effects or the long-term effects it can have. I mean, reading a book is harmless, unless you reading about being a serial killer or some shit.
Oh my goodness.
And that's all you into, then maybe that might not be good. But besides that, this tech, man, I don't know. Y'all gonna feel me on this. I know y'all remember like how I remember. That's how it all started, man. Who would have thought that they was prepping us and desensitizing kids to the exposure of death in some way, form, or fashion? They gave us the pistol in kindergarten, man.
Oh my goodness.
We was at home with that blicky pointing it at the screen at some capacity, trying to kill something, rather if it was on the screen or whatever. That was the programming. Don't get me started on Call of Duty. But yeah, people was being prepped in their baby cribs. But that's Negro here nor there, man. I don't want to speak too much on that, because Will Smith, he know he wrong. Matter of fact, it's something else I want to share with y'all too, if y'all don't mind. Hold up. What's that shit? No. Yeah. Yo, tell me y'all don't remember back in the day, man. Don't tell me y'all don't remember, because I know y'all do. I don't know if it still happened like how it used to happen, but once upon a time it used to happen. And it used to happen quite often. I ain't ashamed of it. You know, that was my thing. Once upon a time. I don't know if it's still hitting like how it used to be hitting. But back in the day, I used to be up in that thing. Y'all gonna have to let me know. Don't get me started with the fried chicken. Tastes like somebody's grandmama made it. They got chicken strips. Them shits look piping hot. A little macaroni and cheese, a little corn on the side. What the fuck is that? Mega meats. That shit look crazy, man. It don't even look like no damn meat. What is that? It look like fried hormones. What the fuck is this shit? Damn, the boxes don't even look the same no more. The sauce look like cheap ketchup. What the fuck? Oh, it got 31 grams of protein in it. So they trying to sell protein meals. I don't think I trust it. Mega meal. They give you the McDonald's McRibs on the side. They put 2 McDonald's McRibs with a turkey slather and some mashed potatoes. The big bag barbecue combo with some bread. Who going in with it? Who digging in with a hamburger bun? Who going in? Y'all let me know. I don't know. Some of y'all, I know some of y'all will kill it. And 3 bites. Like swoop, 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 and get the mashed potatoes last. What they got a fajita, creamy provolone Salisbury steak. They put the cheese and the peppers on top of the Salisbury steak. Oh, they dead wrong for that shit. The same gravy from back in the day with some peppers and onions on the cream. Man, we don't get out of here with this shit, man. Hold on. A bacon cheddar patty. They put the Salisbury steak with the bacon with some cheddar, man. If they don't get a bacon cheddar patty, it's a Salisbury. Oh, they need to cut this shit out. Oh my God. Shit, but when you hungry, look how it look in real life. Hey man, I guess meat is meat. When you gotta eat, you gotta do what you gotta do. Look at the cheese. This nigga said, yummy. He ate that shit with a big piece of bread. Yummy. Oh, yeah. Tasty. I like it. You want a piece? Come here, Scruffy. You want a piece? Come on. He ate it with his dog. They both sat on the floor and ate that shit together. Like, it's good. Bite for me? Nom, 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 nom. A bite for you, babe. Come on. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Like, you loved it. You loved it. Be kissing the dog in the mouth, talking about, oh, you loved it. You loved it. Hey, man. I don't think I'll be able to do it. Country fried chicken with the gravy slithered on top. Okay, let's quit talking about this. Because there's other stuff we could be talking about. I just don't want to go to sleep yet. I should have been asleep. I'm fighting it. I need to let it go. But we got Miss Beretta here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be here for a good little minute, man. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. Somebody said the pot pies are still hitting once in a great while. Okay. I ain't had a pot pie in a minute, man. You talking about the frozen one still good? Oh, man. I wouldn't even know what I would do with it. Probably put some chicken tenders on the side of it. Make a steak with a pot pie on the side. How that sound? Is that too much? You want a pot pie and a salad? Somebody let me know. Nigga said, hell yeah. Hot ass outside mashed potatoes. Ice cube on the inside. The best was the ones with the brownie. What the? Is he talking about the West Coast? I'm confused. Why it sound like he talking about the West Coast? I don't know why it came off like an OG gangster crib. Yo, shout out to y'all for leaving these comments. Yo, Oscar Gonzalez, man. Shawn Pimpin'. K Cartier, all y'all. So I feel for Tony Rock. Brother got slapped. He said, try me. Yeah, that was a bad look for Tony Rock. When Chris Rock got slapped, it made his family look bad. Chris Rock's mother even came out talking about it, and that's what really made it look bad. When your mama gotta come out and say, slap your mama. Hold on. I typed in Chris Rock mother slaps, and everything popped up.
Well, I told someone when Will slapped Chris, he slapped all of us, but he really slapped me. But so many things could have happened from that. Chris.
Hold on, wait a mother. No, she did. Wait a minute. Oh, no, she didn't say that, man. She said his mama said when Will Smith slapped Chris, he slapped all of us, but he especially slapped me. Got slap you so hard, it slap your mama. Ooh. That came from his mama said it. Oh, Chris, man, you better do some jumping jacks. Man, the next time you see, man, the next time you see Will Smith, it need to be on site. Give a fuck what he doing. If he in the barber chair, beat his ass with the clippers. If he in the sauna, hold his head under the... Nah, let me stop. I don't want to incite or entice no violence. I'm just joking. But damn, his mama's... Ooh, damn, man.
Well, I told someone when Will slapped Chris, he slapped all of us, but he really slapped me. But so many things could have happened from that. Chris could have stepped back and fallen.
Yeah.
You really could have gotten taken out in handcuffs. You know, so what was, you didn't think. You reacted to your wife's giving you the side eye.
Yeah.
And you went up and you made her day because she was bowled over laughing when it happened. Well, I told someone when
Oh my God, man, it's all in the family. It's all in the family. Oh no, man. Will Smith, you go. See, that's why he catching it now. That's why he get what he did sent shock waves not only across the world, but imagine how deeply impacted the families are that carry that Rock name. Cousins in college. Chris Rock is my cousin, you know, got his picture all in their dorm. Yeah, you know, my aunt so-and-so, that's my Uncle Tony, and that's my Uncle Chris. They're like, oh shit, this is Chris Rock's nephew in the dorm, y'all. Did you see him? He looked like Chris Rock too. Or the family member, the chocolate sister. Well, Chris Rock is my third cousin, and yeah, he was at the barbecue, and yeah, my aunt fixed him a big plate with potato salad. Yeah, Chris Rock. They'd be like, yo, you know Shorty, Chris Rock cousin, you know Shorty with the fatty? Look like Chris Rock a little bit? Yeah. That's his cousin and all that. Yeah. After the slap, they're like, man, she probably started noticing stuff missing. Like, you ain't gonna do nothing, punk. The whole world flip upside down. Y'all gotta walk. You gotta be careful when you out there in them streets. Like, oh shit, it's Chris Rock, mama. Look at rob your ass. Because they know Chris ain't gonna do nothing about it. Snatch your purse. And snatch your purse, and before they leave, they turn around and say, yeah, and your son's a pussy, man.
Goodness.
It shouldn't have to be this bad. Will Smith, you should have never did it, man. You should have never did what you did. Don't ruin that man's legacy like that. I don't like it. And y'all shouldn't like it neither. 2026, baby. I mean, what more do you want from me? I'm the one that told you that Gucci Mane and Michael Jackson is the same person.
Oh my goodness.
I laid my bricks. My legacy solidified. I told y'all that Solange is Beyonce's baby mama, Jay-Z's baby mama / Jay-Z's baby daddy. Way back in 2016. I mean, what more do you want from me, man? I should be able to get on YouTube, kick my feet up, and tell y'all all about the allegations and speculations. But you know, the world is different, man. This whole industry is changing. Everybody want to be a YouTuber. Everybody and their mama, they just want to be YouTubers, man. Everybody want, like, I feel like motherfucking Yo Gotti. Everybody just want to be a YouTuber. And I'm like, God damn, sit your ass down or find something else to do. Because it's creating a space to where anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can. Yes, you can. It's a bunch of people, bot brain to people. They're bots. The new generation are bots. They Google shit quick in their head. Like, how did you know that, young man? Like, I'm a Google head, sir. The main engine, I was raised off of the main engine, so therefore there's no information, nothing gets past me. I'm a little motherfucker, man. Like, damn, this new generation is something different. They bot it out. So when you get hit with them bots and they start stampeding you, whatever your situation is, I know people that got botted out and done bad by the internet. It'd be a lie. Somebody spread a vicious rumor in the workplace. Or kids go through it in school. Somebody's spreading a vicious online rumor about you. Is it true that you put the toothpaste in your ass? It says on my report there's a story circulating online about you and the tube of toothpaste. It says there's a video of you intertwining the paste around your genitals. Is this correct? Like, that is all Photoshop AI, dude. It says, I can see the tag on the side. It's totally not me, man. I swear to God, I never did anything with a tube. I couldn't imagine what they going through in school these days. Twerk videos leaking. Like, oh, it's a video. It's a video of you online. You pull your pants down. You had streaks in your pants. Everybody in school seen it. You got doodle in your drawers. You put out a bootleg sex tape and ain't nothing right about it. Everything bad. And they just talking. Oh, man, I feel for y'all youngins, the people that came up in the internet craze or whatever the case. And trust me, I'm not that old. But, hey, we're at a point in human evolution to where people are starting to settle with the tech. People pretty much settle in with the tech. There was a point where the old people was frustrated with the phones. It was an era, I think it was around, it had to be like 2010, where the old people, they just couldn't take it with them damn phones, man. It'd be old people throwing their phones out of windows, yelling at their phones, frustrated about the people fucking hyperventilate and pass out because of their phone. They'll press a button, the button won't respond. They trying to answer the call, they hitting the end button, they all confused. It seemed like the phone playing tricks on them and shit. But that generation has phased out for the most part. The older people of today can use a cell phone or a laptop better than the younger people can. Because they was introduced to it a long time ago. So that changes the game when it comes to societal norms or just the structure of society altogether. People bot-brained it. So in their mind, they got emojis and shit going off at you in their brain. Thumbs down and shit. You see a person, and if you're not appeasing or appealing, they hitting all types of thumbs downs. They leaving comments in their brain about you. Because that's how the human mind operates, because people been doing this for a long time. People register thoughts like text, or, you know, that's why people are easily offended by text messages, because they register them as thoughts. And they could register it as a personal thought, even though, you know, they took it out of context or whatever it is that you text them. So your brain has been scripted for the most part, just in case you ain't know. But fortunately for me, I don't come up in that era. I do. You know, my era, the era that I come up in, you figure we were the last of the originals. Like when they say the last of a dying breed, they was pushing that a lot in the 90s. You had Scarface talking about it. You had Tupac talking about it. Look. Look. Yeah. And he put this album out at the exact time that I'm talking about, the last of a dying breed. Because you figure that this man, what this man experienced in his lifetime, shit, it's like they turned the lights out on the planet. So for the people that was able to see it before the lights went out, have a different perspective than people that's born into the darkness. So that's what they mean by last of a dying breed. Because we experienced not having cell phones and iPads and all this tech. But that's Negro in or there, you know. We're starting to see the effects of it now, since it's been around for so long, just like with cigarettes. When they first started with the cigarettes, people didn't know that it would cause all that damage. If they would have known, they probably wouldn't even have got started on the stuff. That's where you get the term trial and error. So over the years, we've seen the consequences of a lot of things that's been portrayed in the media, and now we're starting to see the effects that it has on the brains of the masses, the people that, the pioneers of these entertainment industries. I believe they all had good intentions with their art and their craft, you know, evolution, innovation, you know, trying to propel things to the next level in cinema. But the difference is, once upon a time, when people went to the cinema, they knew they were at a show. They knew it was entertainment, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, people can't distinguish the difference between entertainment and reality, because you're not looking at a live show. The movies are so close to a dream. The visuals are so close to a fantasy. People get lost within it, in the comfort of their own homes. Hypnotized with Kane and O-Dog. Before you know it, they a menace to society. Or it could be one of them shows, anything. A show that helped you find your groove. It could be the music that's appealing in the background. You like the production of the show. You like the ambiance of the show. Not realizing that you're going along with the narrative of a show. A lot of people watch shows and don't even understand that it has a narrative. People don't pick up on the narrative. They're too busy going along with the party in the background. They're not focused on the details. They're looking at who got on what. You got people that watch shows just to look at the clothes. They don't give a fuck about the script or the storyline. They want to see, and I must admit, I do that sometimes too. Look at this. Let me show y'all something. I think this is it. That's one of, what was the other one? It was The Illusionist, and it was, The Prestige. These two movies. Now, I got involved in these movies because I like the classical dress. I like the attire they used to wear back in them times. So whenever I see a flick that's from this era, I will watch it to see how they, wore their shit. So I'm looking at shoes, I'm looking at jackets, I'm looking at belts, I'm looking at ties, I'm looking at corduroys, I'm looking at leathers, I'm looking at the apparel. But that led me to other things by watching these movies, man. So the point I'm trying to make is entertainment is very influential. And that's not always a bad thing. People find inspiration from entertainment, which is good. People find motivation. There's a lot of good content out there. It's a lot of quality movies out there that have wonderful meanings and purposes and storylines and things like that. But not everybody's equipped with the mind to catch all of those things. Some people concerned, and that's in any aspect of life. Everybody don't have the same concerns. And that's what should separate people from other people. Priorities, you figure, would be the leading reason to have relations with people. But in our times, it don't have nothing to do with other priorities. Don't matter worth a damn. It's all about juice and status for the most part. I heard you was so-and-so. I heard her. The people want to get on the grapevine so bad to where they'll risk it all just to be in the conversation. And that's how you get situations like this where people will sue just to get in the public eye. Because once you do that, you could take it where you want to take it with whatever following you gather. In the process, you see people that get a strike at fame or a strike at luck. It's about the relationships they build during their height of fame that propelled them to, get involved in different circles. They seized the moment. A lot of them, matter of fact, this comes to mind, my old ass mind. Look. Hey, hold on, let me drink this. Even though the show is canceled and, it's from way, way back in the day, a lot of these girls still capitalizing off of the Flavor of Love show. They finessed this gig, this appearance, into all different types of shit. I ain't saying all of them, but some of them have, and still manage a wealthy lifestyle due to connections they made just by being contestants on the show. They went on to date all different types of celebrities in the entertainment world. It put them on the stage, on the market to be chose for various reasons. Maybe someone saw them and took a liking to them on the show. They developed their own personal fan bases for men or people that like different types of women in general. Hey, it worked. And this is like the pioneer of putting yourself out there. These type of shows motivated people to put themselves out there just to get a buzz. But this was before Instagram and all that type of shit. So these contestants was the shit. In the reality world, they birthed the love and hip hop and all that type of shit. When you see the sassy chicks fighting and spitting and acting up on them shows. This woman is, they got to pay homage to this chick because she started all that bad girl shit before the Bad Girls Club. But that just goes to show what influence can do. He picked, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about her. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to say nothing bad about him neither. But if he ever want to retire, I know a couple of Caribbean islands where he'll blend right on in. I mean, they probably wouldn't even, they'll mistake him for the farmer or something up the street or whatever. But that's Negro, I know that. He just had to pick the pretty, the light-skinned one, didn't he, man? He just had to, out of all them girls. Yeah, he ain't shit. Out of all them girls, he had to pick the lightest one in the bunch. Dirty motherfucker. Whatever. You probably would have picked it too. But that's Negro here, no there. Okay, I've been on here long enough. I'm about to get out of here, man. It's 1 a.m. Shit, I ain't trying to go to bed yet. So I'm gonna kick it with y'all for a little bit. If y'all there, I'm here, man. I got some shit on my mind. I ain't trying to really be dealing with that right now. Cause, you know, as life go on, and you have to decide if it's gonna be me or is it gonna be them. And there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of parents out there feeling like that too. People feeling like, I'm gonna have to choose myself or my kids. And some people will choose their kids, but then some people will choose themselves. And if they choose themselves, you know, that relationship shattered with them kids, man. People, I ain't facing no shit like that. I ain't got no kids. I'm talking about y'all. But people be going through stuff like that. People come home and feel like it's a war zone. Ain't no unity. They start building forts and shit. It's sickening. But it is what it is. You gotta do what you got. It's either gonna be me or it's gonna be them or y'all. Me against the world, baby. Now I know what Tupac was talking about. Cause that's what it be like. It's like, who you gonna trust? But that shit'll make you paranoid and schizophrenic, just like Pac. I gotta talk about it, man. Before I go. You know, it may not be the right way to go, this philosophy. Because if you take this approach, everybody's going to be against you. You're going to be in a scenario to where you can't win because, I mean, Tupac's so-called friends was his ops. It happened in New York. He was running with some dudes, and they was supposed to be his boys. And next thing you know, they did him dirty. But if you thinking me against the world, you never, you know, you could be the shiesty character in the situation. Then on the West Coast, he running with Suge and the Bloods. First they said he had a Crip rag, and then next thing you know, he started with the red rag, and they was confused, like, hold on, what are you doing? It was all fucked up. And yeah, it ended bad. Rest in peace, Tupac. But the me against the world, out of respect for him, I'm gonna try to take a little time to decipher exactly what he meant by this. That's a self-damning way to think when you really think about it. It can't be you against the world because, shit, you won't be able to win like that. What they say, if you can't beat them, join them type of thing. So he just chose to, outlaw, is he a rebel or whatever, that makes sense. But we see where that lead, but people don't care where it lead. It's all about the glory. Like, what was that scene in Juice? Remember they was watching the movie after the big boy made the breakfast, and on the movie, the dude, he took his life into his own hands. He just wilded out in jail, burned it down or whatever and shit. So, and Tupac's character, you know, that's how he was. He really got lost in that role. I think that's what fucked him up. I think this movie did some permanent mental damage to his young mind, because in order for him to be such a good actor, you know, he had some schooling. Obviously, he went to School of the Arts or something with Jada Pinkett. So he knows about acting or whatever. He got an encore in the movie. It was convincing. But in his mind, hold on. Hello, who this is, man? Whatever. In his mind, he started believing, you know, taking advantage of his acting skills in real life scenarios and shit. And it got ugly for him out there. He started living the act. And that's a dangerous thing, but you gotta get the people what they want. Arnold Schwarzenegger was out there with the Terminator movie, and he was doing Terminator in the Juice movie. So when they seen him in the street, he better be the hardest nigga they ever met in their life, or else they would be disappointed in him. Just off of the fandom and the audience that this movie appealed to, all the thugs in every state was tuned. This was a gangster movie back in the day, and he was the main star. So when he gets to the streets, all of the gangsters is coming in his direction, and he got to be on point. That's a lot of pressure, even if he was a preppy school kid or whatever, in which I doubt. It was that simple. But hell, Hollywood, in order to get in front of them cameras, in order to be in Hollywood, especially in them times, you had to have some grooming. They're not just going to pick you out the bunch. And that's why, look, man, they groomed. I'll just say he was well groomed. Because the shit they was doing back then on them cameras, ain't no telling what they was doing behind the scenes. They put him down with a dashi. They turned him into an African brother back in the day. And they just had that Zulu Nation shit going on. And he, you know, it was some genies or some Houdinis or whatever it was. But hey, they had to do what they had to do. That was their gig. And when he was around Eazy-E and Dr. Dre, he felt like a buster. They see. Look how they peeking at the camera. Like, we don't want to be seen with these hoes. Like, oh, hell no, this ain't a G thing. Tupac looked like he was some suckers. Like, I want to roll with the thugs. God damn, this tea jumped out this Stanley and burnt my motherfucking skin, man. Oh, I gotta go. Man. God damn. Trying to have a good time with the family. This tea got my lip burning, man. Let me look at my shit. Damn, man, I can't be drinking this so hot like that. Got me doing girly gossiping and sipping tea on a Friday night. I ain't going nowhere yet. I'm kicking it. I got some shit on my mind, man. I ain't going nowhere yet. Be here all night. I don't want to go to bed. You know, it's like waking up from a dream. Like, oh shit, I'm back at square one. Yeah, here we go. Start your engines. That motherfucking New Year break and that holiday break, it had your ass in the North Pole. Turn you into fucking Santa Claus. You said, ho, ho, ho. You got you a glass. You got real shit going on in life. You got a glass of eggnog. You know, put all your money under the tree. Like, oh, ho, ho, let's just be merry. Like, get drunk and be merry. Like, this is the pivotal time to fuck yourself. And then, when them bells get to ringing, ding, 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 you be like, oh, shit. You got to get back in the fight. Like Ali in the third round. Like, you don't forgot who you was fighting with. You put down the gloves like, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. And then when that shit all over, the nigga back to the fight. Ain't that about a bitch? But it shouldn't have to be that way, man. I'm just saying. I ain't going to sleep yet, even though I need to be asleep. I'm going to keep on talking about Will Smith. I know it really ain't that deep, but goddamn. Okay, this is what I want to do. Y'all stay tuned. I got this, man. I've been doing this. This is what I do. Y'all ain't got to worry about nothing. Okay, listen.
Action News anchor Shari Williams is here now with an exclusive interview with members of Will Smith's family, his mother and sister, who spoke to her from their home in Montgomery County tonight. Shari.
And so graciously they let me in, Rick, to talk about this. Everyone is talking about it. Like any other mother, Carolyn Smith thinks the world of her son, Will Smith. She says Will constantly puts the family first, that he is loving and so even keeled. The family doesn't want that uncharacteristic moment to define the man that they adore and admire. But Will's mom shared with me that she never could have predicted what was coming.
I thought he should have an Oscar for all of them.
Carolyn Smith is beaming with pride. Her son, megastar actor Will Smith, finally won an Oscar.
I know how he works, how hard he works, and he never half steps. And just to see him, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and when I heard the name, I was just, yes.
On Hollywood's biggest night, she got up early and was the first to send a text on the family's special group chat.
I started out with good morning. We've got to say good luck and congratulations to Uncle Will.
But no one would have predicted how the night would unfold. As the Smith family gathered in their family home in the suburbs of Philadelphia, Mrs. Smith, Will's sisters,
Hold on. They got dressed up at the house. And they ain't get flued out. They did a shindig for Willie at the house. They ain't get to strut them red carpets. They got dressed up like they going to the Hall of Fame at the house. Oh man, I don't like that. That ain't right. Will Smith, man, I'm gonna leave his mama out of this. Cause you know, she's a good woman, his mama. You know, and I feel like she did a phenomenal job. Besides, get the slap off the screen, besides the slap. Now that was bad or whatever. Hold on, look.
Ellen and Pam and others dressed up gathered around the TV to watch their hero, Will Smith. But before the award came a very awkward and stunning moment, the now infamous slap at the Oscars. Will Smith striking comedian Chris Rock after he made a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith's hair, which she's been losing because of alopecia. The famous actor, born and raised in West Philadelphia, who always seemed to be cool and collected, lost it. Even Will's mother admits she was surprised.
He is a very even people person, and that's the first time I've ever seen him go off. The first time in his lifetime.
It surprised you too, huh?
It did. As I said, I've never seen him do that.
Will Smith's younger sister Ellen says she's watched her brother constantly excel under pressure And under the
Now, why they want to go back to the hood and everything to get footage of inside his mama house, like he was raised in them trenches? Why they do that? They want the camera all in the house, Uncle Willie around the corner peeking. Got them bases and stuff from when he was a baby boy. He bought that shit 30 years ago. And they, man, why they peeking around them corners at his mama house? Got her bases and stuff all on the news. Her mirrors got bronze and shit all over the place, man. Look at that. It's creaking over there. It's creaking. Damn, did Rick James donate that? How long it been there? Well, it's time for an upgrade, baby. But do the walls. Fucking them light switches. Come on, Will. Call up the DIY people and get them to come out and do a mommy, call exhibit, bitch. Pimp my ride, pimp my house, do something. She look uncomfortable in there. She looking like she can't wait to get up out that seat. Hold on, man. Look, oh no, his sister.
Under the spotlight of Hollywood.
Everybody has been bullied,
Ellen says she's watched her brother constantly excel under pressure and under the spotlight of Hollywood.
Everybody has been bullied, and abused, in some kind of way. And I totally understand. It's like people are like, oh, I wish I was in, such and such shoes, and oh, those are my goals and everything. It's like, but you really don't know what it takes to get there. And I've had conversations with him, and it's like, it really kind of broke my heart listening to the things that he said he had to go through to get to where he is.
While the world may have varying opinions, there's no controversy for this family.
Fresh Prince cast.
They're proud of Will and who he's become, and they know he will make the right move.
Oh, they got shrines to Will Smith in the house? Oh, no, man. They got his trophies and his moon, man. Wait a minute. They got his pictures all on the walls in the hall. Oh, man. I don't know how I feel. And I don't want to sound like an ass or nothing. But damn, that fame is a hell of a drug. Damn. They wake up, got that Willow in your cup. They got that Will sandwiches, the Will Smith drink, Will Smith pie, fucking Willie crackers, Willie ginger ale. And I get it. He's shout out to Will Smith and his beautiful family. That's all I want to say about that. I'm just trying to make content, a little entertainment for the late night, people on their way home from the club. Probably in the drive-thru somewhere waiting for their food, listening. A little something. People at work might be sitting there mad at their baby daddy or something, listening, plotting, planning on doing something ratchet. Some men out there feeling like the biggest loser because they settled down in a jacked up relationship or something like that, listening. You just never know. But I do this for y'all, man. And before I get out of here, I'm going to holler at my people in the chat, too. I know I should have hung it up a long time ago. It ain't about me. It's about y'all. Why y'all worried about what I'm doing on a Friday night at 1:30 in the morning and babbling about absolutely nothing? Somebody said, altered that experience, though. Said, I had a good Christmas for a change on that multiple of 5 years. I bought everybody something and almost had a perfect time. The whites moving in the neighborhood, vibe, etc., amongst another reality has. So you got whites moving into your neighborhood. That's a good thing, right? Because in my neighborhood, the whites are moving out of the neighborhood. And that's definitely not a good thing. Shit, I didn't realize it was niggas in this neighborhood until I got here. And I felt like as long as I stay out the way and just pop out every now and then like a groundhog, the neighborhood would be decent. I ain't never seen so many kids on bikes in my life. I'm like, damn, these kids built in their own colony over here. Who the fuck came over here with all these motherfucking kids, man? Last year it was a kidless neighborhood. And now it's like, god damn, it's kiddie land. Never a good thing. They need to have neighborhoods to where if you got more than one kid, you can't live there. A no kid zone. You ain't gotta worry about no fucking buses. You ain't gotta worry about nobody running in the street. And you'll be more likely to wave at your neighbors like, hey, ain't got no kids. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, live the good life. But it is what it is. Maybe I'm just an old grump, a grouch, a Grinch. Maybe that's me. Maybe I'm a ruckus. Hey, I will attest that was it year 2024? I was definitely a ruckus. I'll admit it. I lived that ruckus life. I was going hard with it, but I didn't have the MAGA hat, and I wasn't on no Trump shit. But you know, I was on my ruckus, and I still be on that from time to time when I see some ignorance that irks me or whatever. But Will Smith gonna be all right. That's for damn sure. Will Smith gonna be good unless Jada Pinkett fucking up his money behind his back, because I'm pretty sure if she want to write a check or something, her name holds some weight. She can get in that account. She claims some of that emotional distress shit or whatever, threatened to expose or whatever. She can get some money out of Will Smith. She probably been pinching and bleeding him for a long ass time financially. She know exactly what nerve to hit. And when Jaden was 5 years old, you didn't want to play with him because you didn't feel like you were a man enough, Will Smith? Like, okay, take the money. Just take the money, Jada. I can't talk right now. You know, I gotta go. Gotta clear my head. I'm in the mountains of Tibet right now. I gotta go. Take the money, Jada. It's no telling what type of leverage she got. That's his wife, man. He gonna be in debt to her for the rest of his life. He's scared. He can't go. She done seen too much, done heard too much. She knows too much. She's like, get me the gloves, get some bleach, and bring me 2 big ass buckets. You done messed around and killed this motherfucker. Oh my goodness. Like, stop crying, Will. Shut the fuck. Shut up. You think this the first time I've been in front of a dead body? Now I need you to quit shaking like a bitch and go get me some gloves. Okay, Jada, okay. All right, Jada, okay. Okay. You broke that man. Yo, a lot of men out there being broke by a chick and don't even know it, man. And that's the coldest part about it, man. Don't let nobody break you with manipulation, because that's all it is, man. That's how men get broken, through manipulation. Manipulate you so bad to where you think you crazy, when the truth of the matter is, if it's a duck, it's a duck. It'd be the manipulation that make a nigga crack. They be like, yes, okay, no. Say, okay, yes, okay, no. Yes, oh my God, have a mental malfunction dealing with a hood rat. It'd be some dude from the suburbs with bifocals on, dealing with a hood rat. I can't believe my eyes. Oh my God, oh no, it's not her, oh my God. It's a picture of her with the gardener. Oh, not the gardener, oh my God, not the electric man. Oh. Dealing with a certified thought. Motherfucker go crazy. But hey, Will Smith, man, I hate to say it, but Will Smith probably would have been better dating on the other side. He probably would have been better going the Tiger Woods route. But then again, Tiger Woods' wife did him super dirty. So it might be safer with him being with Jada Pinkett. Because if he had another type of wife, she probably would have blindsided him a long time ago. Or she probably wouldn't have been able to hold him down, especially when he get in situations or whatever the case is. But I'm done talking about Will Smith. Been talking about this man for over an hour. I'm about to get out of here. Turn my music on. I guess I'll go to bed now. God damn it. Hey, don't get it twisted. I'm enthusiastic about all of these videos that I produce because I feel like, it marks times in our evolution as far as entertainment goes. Shit, it's ghetto astrology. They the stars. And people know more about them than they'll ever know about a constellation. So, shit, I'm the fucking Einstein of celebrity YouTube. Or whatever. Shit, Will Smith plus Boosie equals Nick Cannon. Yeah, you could put that equation together the next time you get a pen and a pad. This is ghetto celebrity economics that we talking right here, man. Don't get me started on Dr. Umar Johnson. But yo, if you're looking for me, I'm gonna be in them YouTube streets, man. That's why this the end of the video. This the back of the video. You know what I'm saying? We really covered Will Smith and all that in the beginning. I'm 3 hours in, man. We in the back of the video. It's smoky in here. We in the lounge. None but OGs in here right now. I'm talking about Leslie Michelle is there. That's like Della Reese in that movie back in the day. We got Shawn Pimpin'. He like Richard Pryor in that movie. What was that movie? Harlem Nights. We in here. We just chilling. I mean, what more do you want from me? Positive Vibe said 2026, I'm finally make my own waves ASAP. Man, we can't be talking about what we gonna do, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's time to get to it. Somebody said turn on the outro song. I ain't doing shit. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be here. Fix me something to eat too. Fuck it, I'm about to go to bed. So much love for y'all. Y'all be good out there. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button too. Will Smith, it's gonna be all right, baby. Whenever you in the news, I got to do a video because they forgot you a legend. You've been doing this for a long time, man. Will Smith is an OG in the game. Y'all gonna have to give him his props. He had the 90s on his back. The whole 90s on his back. He up there with Michael Jackson, man. He legendary. Took the 90s, put it on his back. Will Smith, baby, with the cross colors on. Always gonna be a legend. Nigga had a TV show in the 90s. Came in the game after Bill Cosby with it. On the charts. We're talking about motherfucking Will Smith, baby. At the barbecue, summertime, playing in the back. He ride through Philly in the Corvette. Motherfucking Will Smith. Y'all forgot? I ain't forgot, man. He old money. Got this young, zesty money. Trying to take all of his money. This boy ain't never worked a hard day in his life. Playing the flute or whatever he be playing. He ain't never got on them screens, on them stages, have to do body transformations, work out, lead a world tour. But he want to cut straight to that man's bank account just because of some sexual harassment. So, man, get this nigga up. You gonna be all right, Willie. That's what them lawyers is for. It's a shame you gotta use them like this, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Cause this guy ain't gonna stop. You let him get a little too close and he done freaked out. Now you wanna know, you should have never shook his hand. And if you shook his hand, you shouldn't have said all that extra shit. These strangers have become your worst enemy, your worst nightmare just for getting too close. I don't like it. That's why people gotta keep their distance, or make people keep their distance. Keep it short and respectful. Be pleasant and go on about your business. He already proved that he can't handle pressure, man. Maybe it's something that come along with his old age. Hey, and real quick, I wonder what Will Smith looked like without all the makeup and the Beijing and the hair dye and all that stuff. If he just let himself be himself with no cosmetic help, what would he look like? He might look like Master, and shout out to Master P, but he might look similar to Master P if he just cut it all out. Because it costs a lot of money to maintain yourself like that when you're in the spotlight. And it's necessary because they're public figures and things like that. But we seen Diddy, well, we ain't seen shit. But we seen depictions of Diddy looking crazy without all that help. So it's a possibility that, Will Smith, if it wasn't for all that, he'll probably look like Lawrence Fishburne or somebody. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the chat, man. So much love for y'all. Yo, Reg, go ahead, get in there. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.